all of this fight, all of these claims and trying to fight each other politically, there shouldn't be any reason. It shouldn't be a problem defecting from one party to the other. But now it has gotten to the point of calling names. This level of politics is not very healthy for the country at this time. But here we have this playing out.
Yeah.
How do we address this?
Yeah, majorly, the way politics is played in this part of the world has been a very serious problem. In other climes of the world, you don't hear defection. You don't hear defection. And until we get it right in our electoral system, our laws, it is only in Nigeria we are hearing of, defections from one party to the other. Kwankwaso also moved from PDP to APC, APC back to PDP, back to NPP and all of that. And of course, my worry is that politicians in Nigeria have taken politics as a profession. For them, it is their job. If they are not in a party or in a position where they can survive, they will live there and look for where they can survive. It's like you're in a particular company, and that company has gone moribund. So you will leave and go to a viable one where you can get a job, you can feed yourself and take care of yourself. That is what is happening in Nigeria. And that is too bad, because there's no political ideology that is making people to move. People are just moving in direction of hunger. Want, need is what is driving their movement from one party to the other. And that is because politicians here are not owners of means of production. They own nothing. They are not into any capitalist exercise, as done in other climes of the world. Politicians over there are people who are enterprising, who have companies, who have IOCs.
Yes.
They are made. They don't need money of the state. So if they are not in a party that has won election, they are very comfortable already. They are not hungry. They are not looking for money.
So there's no need for defection.
There's no need for defection. But the case here in Nigeria is that these are people who are, professional politicians.
But does the law have any provision that...
No, up to now, there's no law that prohibits anyone from defecting.
Okay.
And that is the problem. So we must get to a level where we must stop defection, so that people can stay where they are. And it's also encourageable to leave, political office alone for those who are already established, so that you go and set up, private businesses that pays you. If you have private business that pay you, you don't need all of this. You don't need this. But here, you see people who depend on state resources. You see people who depend on dividends of democracy to survive. According to them, they call dividends of democracy. So they depend on that state resources. If they are not in a place where they can tap, they can't survive. They'll begin to look for another opportunity where they can tap from. And that's what makes them to move. Mm-hmm. So for me, and that's why they call names.
Okay.
That's why they call names. They're not supposed to call names here.
Yes, yes.
So your movement does not... Why will you call names if what is moving is ideology? But here, they are moving because of persons who will connect them to state resources where they can begin to survive.
Yes.
That's what's happening in this part of the world. That is different from what democracy is.